certified staff proposal, should be on your
You
packet
have it there. So I'm gonna say with the new information regarding casinos now shut down and other economic concerns, that could affect school funding next year, I would like to wait on this salary proposal that is presented in your packet. Basically, the salary proposal that you have there in your packet adds $300 to the base. Also, remember that there are concerns with our insurance going up 17.5%. So at this moment, I'd like to wait and see how our insurance bids return before recommending the salary proposal. For all of these uncertainties, I'd like to keep the salary schedule for now the same for next year, but allow our teachers to move a step for experience and for any education movement that would apply to them. And then we can reevaluate adding to the base, hopefully once we know a little bit more. But right now there's just a lot of uncertainties. For your information, the budget would increase next year by about $11,000 if we added $300 to the base, and it would increase around $20,000 more if we were to add $25 per month per staff member for insurance. So I'd kind of like to wait on those insurance figures to see what we get from those insurance bids before we go further.
Any questions about it?
On the second page, on the beginning salary, does that include, that's base salary, does not include our insurance?
No, that is just salary, it does not include insurance.
Do we know?
Do we have any idea on these other schools if they provide a full cost on their insurance?
I do have information from this year and what they have. I can get it to you, I don't have it with me right now.
Yeah, that's what it's there, we apples to apples.
Mm-hmm.
On this.
Good thinking, I can get that together.
So you're proposing we wait until next meeting, or you're
I'm
proposing we leave
for
it
now-
alone until next year?
I'm proposing for now, next year's salary schedule will look the same. So that we approve the same salary schedule that we currently have, but we allow our teachers to move a step. So they're gonna be able to move from, step 7 to step 8 for their years of experience. And that if they meet the education requirements, if they get, 8 hours past their bachelor's degree, they get to move over. So they get those movements on the salary schedule.
Now, these steps don't represent years, though, do they?
Yes, those are years of
Those are the years,
experience
yeah.
on this one.
If we add to the base, does that automatically add to the steps as well?
Yes.
You're just adding 300
Basically,
all
yes,
the
it
way
just
up?
gives, yes,
Because everybody
filters
$300
all the way
up.
through. Everybody gets the benefit.
Basically, ask for motion to approve what we currently have, with letting all teachers move up their steps.
And I'm saying this for now, so we can, when we hire, teachers,
They know what they're
for
gonna
next
charge.
year, we can get contracts out, at least that, salary amount. We can always do an amendment, an addendum to that if things look like we can make those adjustments in the future.
And if you don't want to move the steps, it eventually compounds, and you're paying, let them move 2 or 3 steps if you try to freeze it a couple of years.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not asking to freeze them, by the way, any means. I do want to give them their steps. But
I'll make a motion to approve this schedule with the option to, the existing schedule with the option to improve it.
I'll second.
I still have a question.
yes, sir.
What impact are we having right now on what we're looking at here on page 2 versus the needs for next year's hiring? Are we having any trouble finding to fill the slots we're looking at? Because we had some struggles last year, and it's created some struggles for this year.
We have 4 openings, and we have 3 that we are going to be asking you to hire tonight from those 4 openings.
Okay.
So
3 of them are retirees.
But do we have plenty? good candidates that are still interested?
Because of salary?
Are we having any issues finding good quality candidates for the positions we have available based on the salary we're offering?
I don't know.
Not in the elementary.
Okay.
I don't know that they're based upon salary. They're based upon the applicant pool, or lack thereof.
I just know we had positions last year that we were lucky to have 2 candidates for one position.
That's going to be the
That will
case
be a
with any
discussion
upper
also.
level.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I
So
don't
that's
think
not
it's
gonna
based-
impact.
The salary is not impacting
Yeah,
us
that's
finding.
I would love to try and be more competitive with our, conference and neighbors. It's just right now financially, I want to be careful
Yeah.
before I recommend moving forward with that.
So if things look up and it's all going away, then she can come back to us in 2, 3, 6 months and we can hopefully increase things. All right, so I had a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All right, all in favor of allowing the schedule of those teachers to move up their steps? Any opposed? All right, 7-0. All right, we had new business in baseball and softball fields. This is Dylan asked to speak about it.
Give me a good update on the scoreboards also.
Scoreboards are, up. Scoreboards are wired on the baseball side. And they are, almost completed on the softball side. We still need to get the, what do you call it, sponsor,
The billboard, whatever.
up on the scoreboards, but those are almost completed. When it comes to the fields themselves, they've been wet. Had a very, very wet winter. I actually called around to ask other districts, if they were able to get on their fields. And, last week, Cole Camp said they were able to get on their field on Wednesday, but it was only outfield. Windsor was able to get on their field on Wednesday, but they didn't tell me if it was infield as well. Knob Noster, for instance, said they have been practicing inside all week because it's just been too wet. It's just wet. We have our practice field now, I guess we can call it, that we are able to use, with the old baseball field, because it has so much sand, and having so much, it's a sand field, basically, we are able to actually get on it more than other schools are able to get on their own fields. So that's been an advantage, I suppose, we have, in that we've got all that sandy.
What did we put on? I thought we put something on those fields that's supposed to help it drain.
We
and
did.
Help them dry out.
We did, we had, he put in more sand, called it a shatter time process, to kind of drill in more sand in there, and then put on the turfus that, so it would be helpful if we could actually get on the field to scratch it, to aerate it, and that would help with the drainage, but we haven't even been able to get on it to do that.
But we decided not to put any drainage in the field. So
Right.
the field itself has no drainage.
No.
So you know.
This was kind of the cheaper option to try and see how it would work versus doing the, good grief, I don't remember the outrageous price that it was going to be to
Was the
to do
pitcher's
the
mound
full.
done?
Pitcher's
Ready to
mound,
use? 'Cause I heard
pitcher's
it needed
mound,
work.
we did some checking because there was some concern that it was actually like, what's the word for it? It wasn't,
Not lined very, not,
it wasn't,
not perfectly
Yeah,
lined.
in alignment.
Home plate.
Yeah, the actual structure.
However, they actually took a string from home plate to second base, and they ran a square and all that, and they determined that actually it is where it's supposed to be. It just seems to be some type of
Visually.
illusion, optical illusion. It's hard to tell.
That one looks squared off on that, will be the left-hand side as you face the pitcher's mound. It looks more squared off than the other side to me.
There's as far as the shape of the pitcher's mound, there's a little issue that evidently we need to fix. I called, taken a picture and called Jeff Teal, who worked on the field, and he was gonna provide me with a picture of how it ended so we could compare, what it looks like now and how he left it. He asked if people had been on it. As far as I know, no. So we're still working out as far as the shape of it. how and why and what do we need to do, but, Gary tells me it's workable, that we can fix it.
Yeah, I walked it to whack when it's dry. We do need to get, we may need to talk to Gage on that, a pitching mount cover,
Yes.
some type of a cover, because with no cover on it, all the rain is starting to wash the turf off of the
Uh-huh.
surface of the pitching
Okay.
mount. So we need to address that,
Which is, I believe, part of the reason for the misshaped mound.
Right, so I don't
Washed
think,
away.
it didn't look like anything that couldn't be fixed. I mean, when the sun hit it, it was starting to dry out some of the clay bricks, and it was getting some cracks between it, but I think it's all,
Just building them out.
yeah, it is, some of just maintenance that needs to be done to it when we start getting on it.
Well, and if the area's dry
Starts to dry
enough,
out.
they built a special drag for it, you
Yeah.
said too, that's designed. But we haven't
The
changed it on
design is
field.
based
Can't
off
get on it
of,
to use it.
Yeah.
the design is based off of what Teal,
Jeff Teal asked us to.
Teal told them to build.
Yes.
So if we are able to come back to school and have games, we will be able to have baseball and softball up there, correct?
That's my goal.
Weather
Okay.
permitting,
I mean,
Right.
weather permitting.
I say, we spent a bunch of money.
I know.
This is 2 years that we've had to get it all done, so we need to be able to use it.
Anybody else have anything on that? Now on to the good news then, your COVID-19.
Well, and there's so much information that, as I was trying to even type up some notes to myself,